Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on a bit more latest news, guys. Now, as basically I'm saying, do you basically think that Harry Kane will leave Tottenham Hotspur Football Club? It's basically some media outlets have reported that apparently Real Madrid actually may consider meeting Kane's price tag, because obviously we know now he's going to be worth well over £100 million. You know, the player of his club, he's going to be worth nearly tucked in £200 million now. Is Harry Kane? He's going to be captain. He's going to be likely to be captain. Uh, Captain for England against Slovakia. I think I don't know when it is, but he's going to be captain of the England team. Is Harry Kane now? Apparently, I think Kane is worth probably more than Neymar, as I said, because obviously that's the history of football. You know, the amount of money that PSG purchased to get Neymar on the board. You know, £196 million. I think the price tag at least of Kane's will be about £196 million if any team is considering going for the players now become the world's best striker now in probably world football now as Harry Kane in the process, guys, and that's what you've got to take into consideration. But yeah, do you think Kane will leave Tottenham? I don't think he's got any intentions of leaving Spurs at the moment due to his performances. You know, due to the way that Tottenham are performing. You know, they've won the first Champions League group stage matches. They've got a test coming up against Real Madrid, which is going to be tough for them. But he did say Real Madrid are not scared of Harry Kane's price, so they may even try and go for Harry Kane. There's been a couple of talks of him maybe coming to Manchester United, Harry Kane, which I don't really believe in. I think him and Lukaku, if he did come, you know, would complement each other there fantastically well if Harry Kane was to actually come to Old Trafford. But yeah, Kane is, as I said now, you know, Tottenham have been very, very good this season. Kane got an hat-trick in the Champions League, got two against Dortmund, you know, he got two against Huddersfield at the weekend. Tottenham have been very, very good form, as I said, away from home. They've been very, very good for 3 years, as I said. The way that Pochettino's got them playing has been absolutely phenomenal. Away from home, you know, they've been absolutely fantastic of Tottenham Hotspur as well. But even if a team were willing to offer the price tag of 196, maybe £200 million for Kane, you know, they'd generate a lot of money by his departure, but it would be still hard to find the replacement for Kane, and it'd be hard for Tottenham to find a player of his current calibre, because I think he's now on the same level as Messi and Ronaldo. But he's won the Golden Boot in the last couple of years as Harry Kane. So he's saying Florentino Perez is not basically bothered about currently Kane's price tag, because we know with Real Madrid, you know, they bought Gareth Bale back in 2013 as well, and they paid Real Madrid about 85, £90 million, which was a record fee then. So they got Bale away from Tottenham, then did Real Madrid, and look how much of an impact Gareth Bale's made since he's been at Real Madrid. I know he's had, you know, injury problems and stuff like that. You know, Real Madrid have been under pressure to get rid of him due to his injury problems. He's won, you know, he's won PFAs, you know, he's won Players of the Season. He's Premier League proven as well. He was good at Tottenham, and he risen up the ranks at Southampton when he first operated as a left back. Did Gareth Bale? It did say Man United were actually interested in him during the window. Currently, a deal never materialised though for Gareth Bale. I didn't believe in much what was said. He said Man United were willing to pay about £92 million to get Gareth Bale from Real Madrid. It's fifth season in the process. You know, he's won 3 Champions League in 4 seasons with Real Madrid. So look how he's elevated Gareth Bale since he's been at the impact he's made the impact he made when he worked at Tottenham, and look how much of an impact he's made since he's been at Real Madrid. So Real Madrid have purchased off Tottenham before because they got Gareth Bale, obviously. So could Real Madrid potentially go for Harry Kane to put him in the mix with like Benzema, who's signed a new deal? Isco's just signed obviously a 5-year deal with the club. They've got Marco Senio there, Real Madrid, who's rising up the ranks fantastically well as well. They've still got Ronaldo there, you know, second best player in the world for me, as I said, but he's going to divvy it a couple of years' time, as I said. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo is aging up, and you think, you know, 42 goals in one season for United, he scored a bag full of goals for Real Madrid. Can Romelu Lukaku beat Cristiano Ronaldo in one season? It is really, really hard to do, but Lukaku could be capable of it, you know, of how stupid it does sound in the process. But Tottenham have got a very, very good team. You know, they bought 3 players in the August window. They didn't have a very, very good transfer window until right near the end when they did get the pursuit of 3 players. They got Davinson Sanchez. Obviously, they lost Kyle Walker, the best right back they had. They got Davinson Sanchez. They got Llorente as a backup striker, which was good. And they got someone else as well. Yeah, they got Serge Aurier as well from PSG, did Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, but they're still basically. I've got targets to get in January because Tottenham playing very, very good football. They've got a very, very good attacking team. Dele Alli's very, very good. You know, he's won the PFA quite a few times. They've got Danny Rose at the left. What you doing? No, just doing my YouTube, mate. Why? What's so funny? Why am I? But yeah, for me, do you think Harry Kane will leave Tottenham? Because for me, you know, he's risen up the ranks very, very well. You know, for 3 years, Harry Kane's been absolutely fantastic. He's a good aerial threat. He's good in the air, strong, he's quick, he's good with the ball. And I think for me, you know, Tottenham Football Club, you know, don't have much silverware to the name, and you know Kane won't want to go years and years, you know, without a trophy. So Kane would eventually, and these Tottenham players would want to move on to elevate to a higher level, you know, challenge for trophies, and you know play. You know what I mean? So this is what Kane wouldn't want, you know. But Pochettino's basically classified that he loves the club, he adores the club, and he's made it very, very clear as a Pochettino. But Tottenham have been very, very good for 3 years, but I think, you know, a player of Kane's calibre, he wants to be challenging for trophies, you know, he wants to be winning trophies with Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. So if you're going to go for him, you are not going to get Harry Kane cheap, and that has basically made it clear. So for me, I don't know if he's going to leave Tottenham. If a team's willing to pay 196, £200 million, that will test Tottenham's stance regarding Harry Kane in the process as well. But for me, for me also, you know, Chelsea Football Club, you know, obviously Conte, as I do keep mentioning about Chelsea Football Club, you know, Conte is clearly not satisfied. He wasn't satisfied with Chelsea's transfer market in August. The press reports were actually stemming from Italy that Conte could actually make the move back to the Serie A because, you know, he used to be Juventus. But yeah, he was very, very good in his first season with Chelsea Football Club. They spent about over £100 million in the August window, did Chelsea Football Club. But yeah, he won the league with Chelsea in his current first season with the club. But apparently, you know, Chelsea obviously at this point that they missed out on, you know, a couple of the key targets. He's got a 3-year deal as Conte with Chelsea Football Club, so he's in his second year of his 3-year deal with Chelsea Football Club. But for me, apparently Chelsea are eyeing moves out now, a double swoop for Alexis Sandro, the player that actually Chelsea were heavily linked with during the August window. Alex Sandro, very, very good full-back is Alex Sandro, and apparently Chelsea are eyeing out a move to go for him, and they're reuniting their interest in Alex Sandro, should I say. Juventus full-back, as I said, good in the air, strong, quick, very, very good with the ball. As I said, he's a very, very good player with the ball. His movement's very, very good. His movement's good. He's good at beating oppositions one-on-one. He's Alexandro. He's a good tackler. He's distinctive in his play. He can play anywhere on the left-hand flank, and he holds the line very, very well. And I think this is his third season in the process for Juventus. I think Juventus are keen on still securing him a new deal. He's a player that Chelsea were heavily interested during the August window. As I said, Chelsea were willing to break the defensive record for the player. Chelsea in the process have 2 bids rejected for Alex Sandro from Juventus in the window. But Alex Sandro scored 3 goals last season in 20 odd appearances. I think he scored this season as well. Also won honours with Santos during his loan period. Won honours with Porto, was there about 4 seasons. Made about nearly century appearances in the league with Porto. And now he's Juventus, and he's won quite a few honours with Juventus as a player. So Chelsea are eyeing out a move for him, because obviously now Morata is a very, very good player. As I said, he has now suffered a hamstring injury, so that lacks Chelsea's. That shows Chelsea's have got a lack of ideas up front. Obviously with Costa going as now, but Chelsea is still looking to strengthen their fullback position as well in the process. Obviously, they're still trying to basically eye out a move for Alexis Sanchez, because we know numerous teams are basically interested in getting Alexis Sanchez. It said basically, I still think Manchester City are the favourite. It still says Manchester United have an interest in Alexis Sanchez. Don't think we're going to get him. I think City is still going to get him. Paris Saint-Germain still have a strong interest in Alexis Sanchez. Bayern Munich could have an interesting August window. And AC Milan, it said, we're willing to put a £75 million bid in, which would test Arsenal because they would profit from it, because Arsenal paid £35 million for him from Barcelona in 2014. You know, risen up the ranks fantastically well with underneath. And Chelsea are apparently willing to plot double in for Sandro and Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez turned down £300,000 a week. He was demanding £400,000 a week with Sanchez. He just said he wanted a Champions League football, and that was the main part of the narrative. But he's coming to an end of his current deal, is Sanchez. But Arsenal would rather cash in for Sanchez and Ozil rather than let them go through next summer. City had a 50 million bid turned down, as I said. City initially had a 60 million bid accepted, but Arsenal couldn't find that adequate replacement, so it didn't materialise. But yeah, Arsenal have got a few players on their radar, obviously, for a replacement Sanchez. But Pep Guardiola and Sanchez, you know, fantastic together at Barcelona. He's been at Arsenal now 4 or 5 years. 24 goals a season, 38 appearances. And overall, he's made over a century appearances, and he's scored quite a lot of goals, as Alexis Sanchez as well. And he'd be fantastic for number 7, from my perspective, if he were to come to Manchester United. But I really, to be quite fair, can't see him coming to Manchester United, to be quite fair. Alexis Sanchez, I still think City are emerged as actually the front runners to get the pursuit of Alexis Sanchez in the current process as well. And also regarding Ozil, I said in the last couple of days, it's reporting, you know, it's reporting about Mesut Ozil that he could be still basically favoured to come to Old Trafford. Mesut Ozil, he's still basically favoured. He did say, this is controversial because I don't know if it's actually if there's any truth behind what's being reported. What it said in the report, that United was still interested in Sanchez. We're talking about the relationship and bond with Mourinho and Ozil in their 3 years with Real Madrid. It also mentioned that the contracts have stalled between the player, Arsenal, and his representatives. So it did say that they are Arsenal are nowhere near close to coming to an agreement of securing Ozil a new deal with Arsenal Football Club. But he did say we can only unite him with Jose Mourinho. You know, he's made over century appearances for Arsenal now. He's won FA Cups with Arsenal, made over century appearances with Real Madrid as well. And he was in a Bundesliga for 5 years. And Ozil apparently, you know, was demanding a higher wage package, which was about, I think, just over £300,000 a week. This is what Ozil was actually demanding. But as a player that's good at creating chances, as I said, he's very, very good at providing assists as well in the process. Mesut Ozil, so could he be the next Manchester United player? Mesut Ozil, I think he does well in that number 10 role. Does Ozil, guys? If I am going to be quite honest with you, so he's another player that's coming to the end of his deal, as I said. He said Man United will go for him in January, or maybe even wait till he becomes a free transfer next summer. But yeah, Ozil is going to definitely leave Arsenal. That's been breaking out reports for the last couple of days that he's linked to a move to Old Trafford. Is a Mesut Ozil. So do you think he'd do well at Manchester United? Because number 10, he does well at number 10 because we've got Mkhitaryan that plays in that 10. We've got Mata that can play in that number 10 role as well. So he probably would complement our midfield, you know, Ozil, if he did actually come to Manchester United. It would be a great thing for him to see. But yeah, we know Arsenal, you know, are actually eyeing out replacements for these players. They're eyeing out, you know, Julian Draxler, you know, is one of Arsenal's potential targets. They've looked at basically Julian Draxler of Arsenal Football Club. He's a player, as I said, you know, risen up the ranks with Schalke fantastically well. Made his debut in 2011, went to make nearly 2 century appearances for Schalke, scored 30 goals. So he was very, very good at Schalke, won honours with Schalke, and he was there about 3 or 4 years, did very, very good with Wolfsburg as well. And then PSG had signed him for £40 million on a 4-year deal in January. So Paris Saint-Germain have only had the player since January. Very, very good in the Confederations Cup as well. Julian Draxler made 17 appearances last season, scored 4 goals, and I think he scored this season as well as Julian Draxler. But very good, you know, his prospects, good, strong, good in the air, good at driving forward. As I said, good young age prospect is Julian Draxler. But as I said, PSG may still need to offload some players considering the amount of money they're invested in the August window, and obviously structuring the deal for Mbappe as well, and also getting Neymar on £496 million. So Arsenal are going actually for a few replacements as well in the process. And as I did update you earlier on, with the what am I going to date you? Well, yesterday I think it was about the Leon Goretzka. It says that Manchester United have got an interest in Leon Goretzka from Schalke. Leon Goretzka, I said, good young age prospect, competitive, tenacious. I said he can play defensive mid, he can play on the left-hand flank, he can play on the right-hand flank as well. Leon Goretzka, and he's another good young age talent as well. He's Leon Goretzka, I do really, really like. He's a player that made his debut in 2012 for the what's the name, FC Bochum, as well, made 30 odd senior appearances. And then Schalke had paid £3-4 million for him. He signed a 5-year professional deal. I think it's his 5th season now in the process with Schalke, but he has done very, very good as well. And now he's coming to an end of his current deal. Risen up the ranks fantastic well, did well in the Schalke reserve team as well. He's nearly made a century appearances now in the league with Schalke. He scored his 5 goals in 30 appearances last season. As well, did the player joint top scorer in the Confederation Cup, so did very, very well in Germany. As well, it said Barcelona had actually pulled out of the race, so it said Man United could will a plot of bidding for him. It said initially Bayern Munich had agreed a deal with the player as well, but come to a conclusion. But Bayern Munich are still interested. Said Arsenal have been interested, Liverpool have been interested as well in the player. But yeah, we will see what happens about that. As I did update you regarding the latest news about Philip Coutinho early on, guys, from Liverpool Football Club, a team that are struggling now, haven't been on form basically since they beat Arsenal, since they demolished Arsenal by 4-0. They haven't been on form, they're not converting enough chances. I said Liverpool are very, very good in attack, but I think they still need someone in the defensive area to Liverpool Football Club. That's the part they need to reinvest, and Klopp needs to reinvest that defence because they're leaking goals, and they haven't been scoring enough goals lately. Ivan, they've been drawing quite a lot of games, as well, of Liverpool Football Club, so they know where the problems lie as well. They've still got a good, a good attacking. They've got Salah in there, Mane, The team's pretty good. They just need to strengthen up the defence, and I still think Liverpool need a number 9 as well. But they could still see actually Emre Can leave Liverpool Football Club because Sakho's already left, Origi's already left. They could see Sakho go, and they could maybe still see, Sakho's gone, sorry. They could still see Emre Can and Philip Coutinho go in the process. So if they go, Liverpool will have to eye out replacements for them as well. So what he said is earlier on in the press that Barcelona actually are going to show their interest in Philip Coutinho. He said they're willing to plot a £97 million bidding for Philip Coutinho with Barcelona, including add-ons as well, I think, in the current deal. Because in the August window, we know that Barcelona were actually heavily linked with Coutinho. It was their main priority target, was Philip Coutinho. And Philip Coutinho clarified, basically, Coutinho that he did want to make the move from Liverpool Football Club. After Coutinho has been there now, I think this is his 5th season in the process with Liverpool Football Club. He scored 2 goals this season. He scored 14 goals and 7 assists last season. And since his arrival from Inter Milan, since Liverpool bought him from Inter Milan, he's become one of the most creative players and agile players in world football. And for Liverpool Football Club, he has made over century appearances now in the Premier League, scored 36 goals and provided 30 assists as well as Philip Coutinho. I think he's still got a 5-year deal with Liverpool Football Club. He also played with Espanyol before did Philip Coutinho in the process. But in the August window, Barcelona had 3 bids turned down from Liverpool. They had a 72, an 89 and a £114 million bid turned down. And both Barca and Liverpool had been in discussions about this, but it basically clarified the owners had come out of Liverpool and clarified they were not willing to accept any bids off Barcelona. And even Klopp suggested this out regarding Philip Coutinho as well. They were not willing to sanction him off. They were not willing to accept any bids off Barcelona. For me, they should have gone along with it. They should have, accepted basically that £140 million because they would have cashed in. They generated a lot of money and they would have probably found them replacements. But he ended up staying at Liverpool Football Club, Coutinho, and he wasn't currently satisfied about this. But reports from Spain, Barcelona will basically return in January for Philip Coutinho, and I still think Liverpool Football Club are still going to re-show their interest in Virgil van Dijk as well. As I said, he could still leave Southampton in January. He didn't make the move from Southampton in the August window after it was basically Liverpool's main priority target, you know, strengthen their defensive area up. But for me, as I do keep saying, he could still make the move in January. As I said, you know, he's got back with the rest of the Southampton team. He was basically injured since January. Was Virgil van Dijk, as I said, in the process. Southampton paid just £12 million for him from Celtic. He did very, very well with Celtic, though. He's won Players of the Season with Southampton now. I think he's got a 5-year deal still with Southampton Football Club as Virgil van Dijk. But Liverpool had the interest back in June, as I said, you know, due to an illegal approach. But apologies had been made. Liverpool convinced they could have got a £70 million deal wrapped up for Van Dijk, you know, after he was spotted at John Lennon's airport. But currently didn't materialise because Southampton were reluctant and resisted to offload Virgil van Dijk. But now he's with the rest of the Southampton squad, and he did put a transfer request in, but this had been blocked by Southampton Football Club in the process. So for me, who do you think is Manchester United's next signing is going to be? As I do keep saying, you know, I still think it's going to be Antoine Griezmann. As I said, guys, you know, in the process, and you know, we've got Lukaku that's got 11 goals in all competitions now, and they hit a century goals in Premier League. It's good to see us have two young age prospects as Martial and Marcus Rashford in his team. Mkhitaryan's doing well in the number 10. Mata's performing well. But yeah, as I did update you earlier on, you know, with the Manning Fellaini situation, I think he has agreed new terms on the new contract, or if he hasn't, I think he's in the process. He's very, very close to agreeing a new deal with Manchester United. His Manning Fellaini. He was actually demanding a higher wage, but it did actually say Man United and Arsenal had a policy not to give players over the age of 30 long-term deals. So it looks like Fellaini is going to be signing a long-term deal with Manchester United Football Club. But very, very good to see, because I think, you know, I've been harsh on Fellaini, but he's made a massive, massive impact this season, you know, especially, you know, fulfilling Paul Pogba's spot, our most essential creative midfielder. And Fellaini's took his spot very, very well, and he has performed. Fair play to him this season. I think he's scored 4 goals this season now as Marian Fellaini, so it looks like we're going to secure him a new deal. And Jose Mourinho blocked his move to Galatasaray as well in the process. So we've still got coming to the end of his deal. We've still got Herrera coming to the end of his deal. We've got Mata coming to the end of his deal with Manchester United as well. So, yeah. But do you think, as I said, you know, going back to the Kane situation, do you think Harry Kane will leave Tottenham Hotspur? You know, it's going to cost a hell of a lot of money, you know, to get him away from there. Feels as though, you know, they've waited for the new stadium. Obviously, they're not used to playing at Wembley, but they're still waiting for the stadium. They've been consistent for 3 years. So for me, Kane's basically got no reason to leave Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. You know, he seems very, very happy there, as I said. And this is the best I've seen Spurs perform for absolutely years and years and years. You know, best Tottenham team I've seen for years on end, as I said. So yeah, we will see what happens. But Real Madrid apparently not bothered about how much it will cost. Real Madrid may be willing to pay the 196 or 200 million pounds. So basically, this could be the next thing that could happen. This could make history in world football. The Neymar deal did, and now the Kane. If Kane does have any intentions, or a team such as Real Madrid comes out with 180, 190 million pound to offer to get Harry Kane away from Tottenham, that will, you know, test Tottenham's stance regarding the players. So for me, he's the best striker without a doubt. I think the two best strikers in the Premier League are Lukaku and Kane. Morata's very, very good as well. As I said, you know, Lacazette's very, very good for Arsenal as well. So we will see what happens about that. Have I got what else to update you on today? So yeah, basically that's about it. There's basically nothing much more to update on. So anyway, guys, drop your comments, likes below on my channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take it easy. And I'll see you all later on my next video. Bye.